Hey guys, what's up? So, I've been thinking about what to say to you guys, but I want to say one thing to you guys is with my merchandise to which I'm working on for you guys actually, is like the leggings, like a pair of black leggings, which I'm looking at right now, at Metrotown. It's like at Urban Behavior. It's like tight leggings, whatever, but it has to be black or whatever color I plan. I haven't planned it yet, but I'm just kind of like the thought because it's like a cost thing. But not only that, I plan to use Bang On from Metrotown too, because there's gonna be all products from Metrotown. Not only that, I'm gonna make a design on the leggings, and not only that, I'm planning to get some hats too, maybe, or just leggings, or maybe also a T-shirt for the guys, a T-shirt for the guys, and a legging for the girls. And so it's gonna be awesome. It's a work in progress right now because I got my own job to hold down too. So it's kind of a work in progress. It's one of the merchandise of which I plan to work on for you guys, of course, from across the globe too. Um, Not only that, with my second album right now, it's a work in progress too. It's just so much work, and you get to think like for me right now, I'm working on the lyrics for my second album. If you guys are musically talented, please help me out because I'm working with people from New York and Quebec that have make beats for me. But the thing, not only that, I want to have your voice in it too, because you guys are my fans, and I want you guys to be there to be like help me out. Like if you guys have a good voice, I want to project it. I would like I'll put you in my featuring album too, my second album, which is gonna be all lyrics. My first one was all about my grandma, so it was me and my grandma's memories together. It's very momentous, so because it was what my thought was when the first song I wrote on the day of her funeral was Moments of Memories. It was a day where, try not to tear up, but it's a day where she passed, and she passed peacefully, which is actually really good. Because most people pass away, painfully and all heartache and whatnot, but for me, she passed away very peacefully and, in bed, sleeping in the old senior home. So it was a good. But other than that, Moments Memory was the time where I thought about so many things I did with her. Like, even maybe, like, yelling at her because she had Alzheimer's, because her mind wants to go somewhere else, but then you gotta pull her back into the situation kind of thing. That's what I felt. But, it was pretty good, But other than that, that was the first album. It's all instrumental. It's why I wrote it. For the first time I wrote it was in 2012 to 2013. I released it in 2013 of June. It was an album where it was more the emotional thing. You gotta think the sad part because this album was fully all emotional. I wrote like with this album, I was like not only working, I was working on this album too. It was really really hard because I had to think of what kind of beat can I make, what can I do, right? Right now I'm still doing that, but right now the guy I work with in New York he's telling me I can make lyrics on because you can hear me trainer. Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Christina Aguilera, all the Bruno Mars, all those kind of big names, making all songs with lyrics now. So, which I'm working on right now is working with lyrics, and I've written lyrics down, but now the thing is how do I put a beat to it? So I'm just like, oh my god, headache. Yeah. So one big thing is for sure, um, with the merchandise I plan to maybe do, like, you know, I don't know right now. I'm just thinking about prices right now for the shirt and the leggings because it's gonna cost me money. Not only for shirts, like I can get cheap shirts, but the thing is about the design too because it's by lettering, and I think for the guy I would like different sizes of course, but not only that it was gonna be part of my logo on it too. So we're gonna have a frantic day, but about it. But I'm gonna be working with people on it. No, I'm gonna working actually by myself on it to see what design I want. It's gonna be very very hectic because I'm gonna be running like a maniac. Not only with that, but with my ideas and my thoughts and everything else. So it's gonna be really crazy. I'm gonna be going like a maniac. Actually, think the least. But yeah, it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be whatever I think. But it wasn't only the thought that counts. It was the feeling that behind it. Of the design. I thought about I have designs that I made that that represents who I am, and it's gonna be on this design. I've always showed you guys pictures that I've done on my logos on Infamosity or JMS or JMSC Huey on the sites that you've probably noticed, viewed it hopefully you guys subscribe to it too, because this is the things I need you guys to do. Now subscribe, because that, if you guys subscribe to my channels, and I can get you more news to go out there. Now don't only watch my YouTube channel, but you gotta follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all this kind of social media stuff going on. I have Tumblr that I don't rarely use Tumblr now. I used to use Zanga. It's really, really old, and like High Five and all that really just jazz stuff that's still out there actually. But yeah, other than that, it's just really just common social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And what else? I've used a lot of social medias, but I haven't got a chance to change it, or even forgot my password nowadays too. So hopefully you guys are supportive of me. I'm going to be working on my merchandise, not only my merchandise, but I'm working with people that can get this done for me, that has money to get it done for me. But yeah, hopefully I can get it done. I'm going to be getting help from some people that do have money that are going to help me out with this. Other than that, it's going to be a huge work in progress, because it's going to be, with the money I earn from you guys, like maybe $5 or $10, I'm just thinking about $10 each product, because it costs money. It's worth, stuff like that. With the money that I earn from you guys, not earn, but like kind of get from you guys for these products, because it takes me time for like, whatever. So I've seen other products from like, other stores like Denny Real and all that kind of stuff. Kind of quite expensive, because they're using a lot of different people to make the product. And I'm just thinking, my product's not going to be that expensive, maybe $5 or $10. What we're going to do with the $5 or $10 that you guys spend, and the products that I'm going to make personally for you guys, is basically what we're going to do is use the money, not only for people that have really, like, bad bills that need to be covered, and not only that, with the merchandise, what we're going to do is we're going to, like, use some of the money for hats, and like, not hats in general, hats, and because there are girls and little boys that are hairless, like, in surgery and stuff, that they can't leave the hospital. Not only a hat for the boy or girl, what we're gonna do is take a stuffed animal, like the non-broken stuffed animal, of course, a stuffed toy, whatever, right, and just give it to them, because they're very lonely in a hospital, where they're always seeing bags, like plastic bags, like chemicals, and they're stuck in the bed, or they're always stuck in the hospital. They're holding their liquid stuff walking around, or breathing machine walking around. It's hard. I've seen my uncle go through that, so I know what it's like to, you can't go through a room with disease, but you can give it to a nurse to be like, oh, here's a toy for you, and supported by you guys, my Ospreyers, right? So what we're gonna do is, with the products I will plan to create, is the products I will be making is gonna be for you guys. But the thing is, not only that, it's not just gonna be like free handouts, right? Because this is for people that are like with breast cancer, and not only with that, it was just with people that can't leave the hospital in general. This money is gonna be helping a lot of people actually. So, we're gonna give half to Breast Cancer Society and half to the Children's Foundation, like what's it called? Sorry, my brain's Children's Hospital. Yes, sorry, no idea already. So this, and yeah, so what we're gonna do is go from there, and half. So we're gonna go from half Breast Cancer Society, half to Children's there, and then we can count it, see how much we get. Hopefully, we can thumbs up. You guys will support me from around the world. The thing about merchandise shipped across the world is basically, you will have to, well, I haven't got the merchandise down yet, but once it gets down, what you're going to have to do is, I've always sent my email out there for you guys, to, my email to other, so you can email me your mailing address, then I can ship it back out to you once I get merchandise down. Or no, when I do have it done, actually, I will say my product is out, and we'll go from there. We will start from, I think we will start with the furthest, the biggest fans out there, because people in Canada are really easy to reach. So I think what I'll do is, I'll start from people from like, fans from UK, Japan, Korea, you guys are England, Germany, everyone around the globe that knows who I am, and just, you guys hopefully can like ship $5 or $10 at least, and we can go from there. And and then what you can do, not only that, what we'll do with the money that we can't really use here, but of course I'll exchange it. But what I will do is hopefully you guys can write like a note on this money, and not with this money, but also with like your heart and soul on this like um, dollar note, and basically say, dear child, or no, dear person who's getting my money, blah blah, blah, or whatever, you know, dear young person, blah blah, blah, write yourself out, right? So it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go from there. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have some fun. It's not, you don't have to run the bill itself. What we'll do is, if you bring me money from Japan, Korea, whatever else it is, you gotta think about the Canada exchange too, right? So if you guys give me money from Japan, Korea, Germany, Thailand, or whatever it is, you guys know who I am. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to the exchange place and just change it all into like whatever it is actually the amount. We'll go from there, and we'll see how much we get in total, because I can't give really people money that I can't really use from Thailand or Japan or Korea, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into changes in Canadian bills. It'll be awesome. Hopefully, guys, make sure it's $5 or $10 bills, but then in your calculation, right? So we're gonna go from there. Other than that, we're gonna go from there. And what we're gonna do with this money is, I told you before, we're gonna use it for people from Children's Hospital, and also with the Breast Cancer Society. I say Breast Cancer Society because my great aunt Pauline, she passed away with breast cancer. So she wasn't a survivor. I wish she was, but she wasn't. And yeah, support me. And I'm working on merchandise, so hopefully, yeah, help me out. And hopefully you guys give me suggestions. Thank you. Love you. Take care.